Well, Wooly here. And Bruno! Bruno! Come on, you gotta see Bruno. Bruno, where are you? Bruno, well, Wooly here. Go! Yeah. Guys, sun is shining. It was raining a minute ago. The summer is over. It's just bloody over. There's not much we can do about it now. And I just want to talk about the clothes that I wore for 2 months non-stop instructing in the woods. Stay tuned. Yes. Okay, here's the crack. So I was down here, Red Branch. That is the Red Branch. Guys, Red Branch Bushcraft, and I ran back 8 weeks back to back of summer camps, right? So I think we had 2 days off. One day we flooded and one day it was too windy and we cancelled for those 2 days. But besides that, I was here every single day, no matter, right? And this is what I wore. These are my... Some of these are... one of these is definitely surprising because I didn't think I would wear it as much. Okay, so look, first off, we'll start at the bottom, we'll work our way up. Absolutely nothing fancy, no Gore-Tex, no nothing. Guys, I wore a pair of New Balance trainers for the whole summer. I went on to a website and I bought the cheapest runners I could find, and this was these, and they were about 35 pound, I think. And these were these New Balance, guys, and these were absolutely brilliant. I found that in previous years, even though it's wet and stuff like that, it's sort of too warm when you're standing about and stuff, and your feet can overheat with the Gore-Tex and stuff like that, guys, especially if you're wearing heavy boots. Now, the Accus aren't as bad as the Accu Tactica boots are not as bad as leather boots, but guys, these things were just absolutely excellent, I have to say. I got my feet wet a couple of times, didn't really matter, they dried out really quick, you know, it's summer, who cares, okay? Now, on my bottom, covering my bum, guys, I had these trousers from Forstalica, outdoor something, I can't remember what they're called, guys, and I put a lot of hours into these trousers, I have to say. They are starting to show signs of wear. I have a wear here. They're very lightweight, I have to say, so there's a hole here, and if you look you can see that I probably kneel most on my right knee, and you can tell but how there is a little bit of discoloration there, guys. And these are medium regular ones. I can't remember what the hell you call these. And they're poly cotton trousers, guys, and they were brilliant. And the same as the runners. I didn't really mind if I'm getting wet because it was a very warm summer. The weather wasn't great, but it was warm. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So these worked out really well. These are medium regular, guys, and over the summer I've actually lost an absolute ton of weight, and these are massive on me now. Absolutely massive. Now, when it got a little bit chilly, I threw on the old gilet. This is my work gilet. It's very handy. I always keep like a ferro rod on the inside pocket and stuff like that, you know. It just makes it easier for me, so I don't have to go looking for it. And yes, I still do lose my ferro rod about 860 times a day, because that's what you do. Even though you have a reflective rope on it to put it around your neck, you still lose it all the time. But guys, possibly one of the handiest things that I wore down here quite a lot, right? And I wasn't really expecting, I just sort of threw it into the bag, or threw it into my basket that I take to work every day, and I says, look, I'll just take that with me just in case it starts to piss rain. Guys, and it is the bearskin. The bearskin I'm going to flash this up, guys, on the screen because I don't remember the actual name of it, but it's part of the bearskin 4.0 range, and this is the outer hard shell type jacket. I can't remember what it's called, and it's just 100% polyester, guys, and it was absolutely perfect. This thing rolls up into nothing, fits into its own bag, into its own pocket, if I remember how to do that. Fits into its own pocket, guys. It is very, very, very useful because you just literally, because it's so small, right? Because it's so small and because it's so lightweight, you basically can, you can just throw it in the bag, you can just throw it in the basket, and there it is. And when it starts to piss rain, you can throw it on you, and it doesn't make any difference if you're walking about or if you're instructing or anything like that, guys. I have to say that I was surprised at how much I used it, right? I was surprised at how, not because it was raining, because I have a lot of different waterproof jackets that I could have used, but this one just was so handy. And I just made a balls of putting that back into its pouch. But look, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, right? It doesn't take up a lot of room, but I have to say definitely my most valued item of clothing in 8 weeks of working down here, very handy, was the bearskin. I was surprised. Excellent. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosticus.